Hey maníacos, muy buenas tardes a todos. Ya vamos a dar inicio ahora sí, para poder ver todos juntitos, toda la familia maníaca, y disfrutar de estas conferencias que nos tienen preparados para este 2018 y que todo pinta para ser espectacular. Van a tirar la casa por la ventana, como decimos aquí en México. Así que pues vamos a ver qué onda. Antes que nada, pues quiero agradecerles muchísimo el que decidan ver esta transmisión, pues no solamente conmigo, sino con todos los maníacos, porque la idea es esa, que compartamos como una familia, como un grupo de amigos reunidos en el mismo lugar para poder disfrutar de todo esto, ¿vale? Pues esa es la idea, y vamos entonces a pasar de una buena vez ahorita a la parte de la pretransmisión del E3. Los que estén viendo esto retransmitido, les cuento que estamos comenzando 12 minutos antes de que dé inicio formalmente la conferencia, así que le pueden adelantar esos 12-13 minutitos. Y mientras tanto, pues venga, vamos a darle, ¿vale? Ahí está. Le voy a poner aquí la musiquita, bueno, el audio. Antes que nada, muy importante, el volumen. El volumen está muy fuerte, el fondo. Ustedes díganme cómo está. Bienvenidos a todos,
few minutes. So I'm going to send it over to Jose, who I believe is in the Sims booth. Jose, what are you doing over there?
Ok, pues aquí están llegando todos del Ciber. Un saludote a todos. Nada más díganme, por favor, si el volumen está bien.
I made my way to the Sims booth, and what do we have over here? A couple of game changers, Deli and James. How are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you guys. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what makes you so prolific in the world of The Sims.
I'm Deligracy, and I'm a YouTuber and streamer, and I make Sims videos mostly.
Ahí está bien.
I'm James Senna. I run a channel called The Sims Supply, and I play The Sims, build houses. I love to design some cool things in it.
And so obviously, new expansion is coming.
Okay.
Seasons.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
Why are you excited about Seasons? What's going to get other Sims fans excited about the Seasons?
Because you have rain and snow, and it's just going to seem so much more real. So I'm pumped for the rain, I think, mostly.
I'm really excited for winter because it absolutely looks beautiful. Like, I cannot wait to see all the different worlds covered in snow.
When winter is coming, you know what happens, right? It's going down in the world of the Sims.
Le quiero bajar tantito nada más para aclararles algo. No voy a poder estarlos saludando y... Vaya, no quiero interrumpir la transmisión. La idea es que lo podamos ver juntos, como si estuviéramos sentados el uno al lado del otro, para que podamos ir viendo las reacciones de, pues, no solamente las mías, digo porque me están viendo aquí obviamente en el video, sino también todos los comentarios que se van desatando en el chat, ¿vale? Para que vayamos platicando y comentando. Yo voy a tratar de intervenir lo menos posible, voy a estar muy callado, porque vamos a estar disfrutando, ¿vale? Vamos a estar disfrutando, espero comprendan. Sí los voy a estar leyendo en el chat, pero no voy a estar comentando nada, ¿vale? O sea, mandando saludos. Espero entiendan y pues venga.
I wish.
Seasons obviously not installed yet here at EA Play, but hopefully soon.
Well, funnily enough, it is on the computers here, so you can play it if you're at EA Play.
Espero que hayan comprado sus palomitas o sus sabritas o algo, ¿eh?
It's very true. And if you're not here and getting the chance to play it, they're streaming 100 hours of EA games, and that's going to be a part of it, so people can get a little sneak peek about what you see in Seasons?
Possibly Seasons. I myself am streaming tomorrow with Lil Simsy, another big simmer, and baby Ariel. And I don't know if we're going to play Seasons, but we'll be playing some Sims content, so it's going to be fun.
Trying to keep all the secrets for themselves. See? That's just how it is. If you could stream Seasons, you would, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Nunca jugué uno de Sims, ¿eh? Nunca lo he probado.
So what got you into The Sims? What is it about The Sims that keeps you coming back for each and every expansion?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing since the first Sims came out. I think James as well. My dad brought it home one day, and I would just play it every chance I could. It's just like a creative outlet, and it's so much fun.
And again, you know, like, what is it about that world of getting to create your own world and create your own atmosphere? Now getting to create your own seasons and tweak that a little bit. How does that make you feel like? What keeps you coming back?
That's the creativity for me. Like, I've always growing up a lot building with Legos and all that kind of stuff. So being able to create your own world and craft it, tell the stories with the Sims the way you want to, and now being able to control the weather and just adding that into all that makes it super exciting. It's just the freedom to be able to do what we want.
Yeah, It's a sandbox game, so you get sick of something, you knock it down, you start again, like it never ends.
So what's been your favorite expansion so far?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I asked the hardest question.
Yeah, I think Cats and Dogs was pretty cool because you got to have pets and a new world, and that was a heap of fun. Probably Cats and Dogs or City Living, where you can live in like big apartment buildings and go to festivals.
Ese monito que está ahí a la izquierda nos está diciendo aquí un maníaco que es un youtuber que sube Sims, básicamente, ¿vale?
He's like, I love playing games because, you know, I like the job part of it. I love getting to work with my Sims, putting those Sims to work. Yes. Lazy Sims just lying around. Well, now they get to lie around and hopefully in the sun, maybe a little rain, maybe like lying around in the snow.
Yeah.
June 22nd.
Snow angels.
Oh, you can make snow angels? Yeah. See, that's what I'm in for.
How exciting is that?
So June 22nd, you're going to get your chance to make snow angels when the Sim Seasons expansion hits everywhere. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And thank you. Hopefully you guys have a great EA play. And now let's take a look at exactly what I've been talking about with this trailer for the Sim Seasons.
Vamos a ver el trailer de la cuarta temporada. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué se traba? Disculpen ustedes. Ah, por cierto, recuerden que yo ahorita con el internet tengo que estar haciendo la transmisión en vivo y además la descarga en vivo. Entonces, les dejé el link de la fuente original en la descripción de este video por si ven que se truena o se me cae el internet, algo que sucediera, alguna desgracia. Con la pena, pues ni modo, váyanse al directo o váyanse a otra transmisión que ustedes gusten. Yo voy a hacer aquí, pues tratar de hacer magia para que todo salga bien. ¿Qué pasó? Ah, no, creo que se había atorado por ahí un poquito. ¿Quién sabe qué sucedió? Se paró el video, creo que... Creo que se había ido por un instante la señal. Madre mía, se está parando. Ok. Pues, ¿saben qué? Medio vimos ahí el tráiler. Es que recuerden que ahorita con mi conexión yo estoy haciendo dos cosas. Viendo en vivo, o sea, estoy utilizando descarga. Y al mismo tiempo estoy haciendo la emisión o la retransmisión con ustedes. Así que esta es la primera vez que lo intento. Vamos a ver si funciona. Si se empieza a trabar o si se cae la señal, que creo que es lo que está sucediendo. Creo que está sucediendo así, Gabo Fails. ¿Saben qué voy a tener que hacer? Con la pena. Voy a tener que ponerlo en 480. Madre mía, no quería hacer eso. No quería hacer eso. ¿Por qué, Dios? ¿Por qué no tengo un internet?
I always tell people network with who you know in the industry and make sure you're engaging new people to learn from them as well. But for us, we actually just want to engage all talent. There's so many different types of skill sets and levels that we want to include into our industry. That's what makes it diverse, so we can have such great experiences for everybody.
And as a recruiter, how cool is it for you to get to come to something like EA Play and see all these people who are passionate about video games and you might even be hiring someday?
Oh, it's so exciting. The vibe here is great.
Ok, ya he bajado la calidad del video. Mil disculpas, qué bueno que hicimos este previo para hacer ajustes para que no nos suceda esto durante la conferencia. De cualquier manera, no sé si lo escucharon porque creo que se cortó la transmisión. Algo muy importante, si ven que se truena, se cae o lo que sea, les dejé en la descripción de este video el enlace de la fuente original para que lo puedan ver directamente por Electronic Arts, porque por lo que veo se está cayendo, no sé qué está pasando. Sí, no está funcionando. Sí, no está funcionando. ¡Qué pena! ¡Qué lamentable! ¡Qué lamentable! No, maníacos, creo que ya sé cuál va a ser la solución. A ver, le voy a poner aquí tantito pausa, espérenme, ahí les va. Dejen pauso esto. Dejen pauso esto, tantito. Y les explico. les tengo que explicar, ¿vale? Estoy haciendo aquí una pausa tantito. Creo que ahora ya me escuchan bien. Sucedió algo. Yo tenía planeado, recuerden que yo tengo varias conexiones de internet. Tengo 3 para ser precisos, pero 2 son muy buenas. Una es muy buena en bajada, que pues me sirve para jugar en línea, que me sirve para pues descargar cosas, etcétera. Y otro internet que es muy bueno con la subida, y ese es el que utilizo para hacer la emisión en directo. Déjenme, le bajo aquí tantito, 12, ahí está. Y esa es la que utilizo para hacer emisiones en directo. La cuestión es que como estoy haciendo todo desde la misma computadora, yo no le puedo decir a la computadora, utiliza este internet para descargar, o sea, para ver la transmisión, y utiliza este internet para hacer la subida. No lo puedo hacer así. Y tengo la solución, pero Carolina se llevó la computadora. Es que tengo otra computadora, tengo una laptop. Yo creo que para la transmisión de mañana de Microsoft a las 3 de la tarde, así lo voy a hacer. Voy a utilizar en una computadora la descarga para poder ver sin interrupciones el video, la emisión de las conferencias. Y en la otra computadora, o sea, en la que yo utilizo para hacer el directo, voy a utilizar el internet de subida. No sé si me explico pues, pero mañana no va a haber estos problemas. Hoy lamentablemente tuve que improvisar aquí un poquito y espero, ya le bajé la calidad y espero que ahorita nos deje. Pero si no nos deja y se cae, mil disculpas. Mañana ya lo tendríamos bien con la de Microsoft. Son problemas técnicos que surgen y pues nada, entonces voy a regresarlo con la calidad que ya le bajé. Yo espero que ya no haya problemas, pero si ven que se cae, gracias por haberme dado su preferencia y pues qué lamentable. Estamos a punto de comenzar, así que venga.
And that is what's happening inside the Palladium. But I want to learn a little bit more about the Palladium itself, and that's why I found my man Dylan right here. Dylan,
how you doing?
How you doing, brother?
All right.
Tell me about the Palladium. What is it about this venue that makes it so special and keeps EA coming back for each EA play?
So the Palladium opened in 1940. The opening night, Frank Sinatra was an opener on the bill. And since
not even the closer?
Old
Blue Eyes was the opener?
Opening. So since then, about everyone's played here. Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Prince, Elton John, lately Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake. Dave Chappelle filmed a special here, so about everything in between. And then last year, EA came in for the first time, transformed the parking lot, the venue, blew it up even more this year. And so now we have this festival here with gaming, music. It's a great time.
Awesome. And so what is it about EA Play that excites you the most?
I just like the transformation of the venue. We take over the whole block, close down streets. There's thousands of people that come through, have a good time. They have A-list talent. They come and play concerts at night. It's a really good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's a little bit about the Palladium. And now, let's head inside and check out the show.
Está a punto de comenzar, ahora sí. Gracias a todos por sus comentarios, por su apoyo. Gracias. Gracias, Ray. Gracias, Brian, Poncho, Itzel.
I was lied to.
Todos.
Welcome
Gracias.
to the Family Fun Zone, my friends. This is where you can get all your real racing action on. It may be a mobile game, but say perhaps you'd like to play a game in a race chair with a steering wheel. There are 4 stations. Look at this guy's jumping the stage. He's like, I'm ready. I'm jumping in live. No pressure, but the camera's on. There's a ball pit over here. There's food over here. We're going inside. Let's head inside and check out the show.
Ya va a comenzar. Venga. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ¡Comencemos! Vamos a ver que nos sorprenda, por favor. hicieron eso? ¿Qué están haciendo ahí?
Oh my gosh, how cool was that? So that was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
El Mundial, el Mundial.
Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's get things started.
Ok, básicamente lo que dijeron es que atrás hay un montón de streamers que van a tener juegos que van a poder jugar gratis, todo mundo, y que va a tener muchas cosas emocionantes como el FIFA, la Copa del Mundo, todo eso. Vamos a ver. Battlefield 5, señoras y señores. Vamos a ver qué onda. Un nuevo FIFA. Buena predicción, Hugo. Muy buena predicción.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting. There's been a lot of speculation and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. And you want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive Battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass. Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
A ver.
It's Royale.
Battle Royale.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Venga, vamos a ver. Well, bien. Se ve dramático, se ve... A pesar de que siguen explotando la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Muy bien. Se ve que ahora quieren contar las historias, o sea, hacerlo... pues las historias de esas personas que tal vez nunca fueron escuchadas, no sé. Se ve bien.
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me um campeão. É preciso determinação e vontade de vencer. Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
El FIFA del año nunca falta, dice Eli, efectivamente. Me encanta la música de la Champions, me encanta, eso sí no lo voy a negar. Se me enchina hasta la piel, con esa rola de la Champions, porque tiene tanta pasión.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete, and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live and authentic Champions League content. And we'll share more details on that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all of that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy, the World Cup.
The World Cup, babies!
And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
El público, que se haga sentir.
England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox
Se
One
puede jugar
and on PC
gratis.
through Origin Access.
¿Ya? ¿En serio?
Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now
El juego
for free.
completo gratis a partir de ahora para poderlo probar. ¡Bravo! Bravo, señores. Gratis hasta las patadas. Venga.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and Auf la vista!
Auf la vista! Arranque, Siri!
On the biggest stage at the World Cup.
Bravo, bravo, gratis, de prueba, muy bien. La verdad, este tipo de iniciativas valen la pena. Ups.
Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade. Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other
Les explico rápidamente. Están hablando sobre el sistema de poder jugar en línea de suscripción, o sea, de juegos como servicio. Es decir, pagas una membresía y tienes acceso a los juegos. Y van a agregar juegos importantes como los que vimos ahí, Madden, el FIFA 19 e incluso Anthem. Entonces, está interesante.
But I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. My life been good and bad and all around. The more things I lost, the more I found. Came here ready to fight on this night. You better just run for your life.
Everybody, what's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to, like, hold a lightsaber?
Yeah, Yes.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay.
Okay,
all right.
están
Between
hablando.
3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time.
Están hablando de un nuevo juego
any
de
other
Star
tidbits?
Wars.
No?
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
En tiempos oscuros entre Star Wars
Does that mean it's
episodio
gonna just be
3 y
all
4,
dark
creo que
and
dijeron.
serious?
It's amazing.
Amo Star Wars. Amo Star Wars.
All
y
right,
me muero
so
por
I
jugar
think
uno.
people are now anxiously want to know, like,
Uno bueno.
when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
Uy, o sea,
But
no va a
now
estar
that
para
we
este
know,
año.
we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Ok, pues bueno. Bien. Vamos a ver.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor.
Los Ewoks!
Thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all.
Están hablando de las mejoras.
That you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Okay. La batalla de los clones va a ser una actualización
It's
para
only
Star
fitting
Wars.
that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront.
Así es.
So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First,
Más
let me
DLCs.
introduce
Es correcto.
the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous.
General
And yes,
Grievous.
he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years.
Que la fuerza esté con
But
ustedes.
we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker. The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Buena pregunta de que si será gratis o de paga, no lo sé. Lo conozco a ese. Nunca lo jugué. Nunca lo pude jugar ese, ¿eh?
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2.
Vamos a ver de qué se trata.
It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. He's a producer at Coldwood.
Ok, usa un juego cooperativo que habla de emociones, de segundas oportunidades.
And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
Ok, ¿cómo va a jugar él solo en modo cooperativo? Vamos a ver. Se ve bonito, ¿eh? Habla de nuevas oportunidades.
So this wasn't prepared.
There we are.
Ok, vamos a ver cómo juega.
So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game.
Ok, o sea, lo agarras cuando estás jugando tú solito.
And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments, places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters, because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across.
Ok, se trata de resolver acertijos, obviamente.
So I guess I'll jump in at this.
Yeah, come join me.
Utilizando a los dos.
So
claro.
I'm going to be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue.
Ok. Se ve bonito.
A little celebratory flip.
¿Qué les parece a ustedes?
And the bird is back. Oops. Okay, playing it safely now.
Oops.
I'll swing.
All right. Nice.
And I'll catch you. There you go. Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Es un pavo real?
Okay, this is the
¿Un
scary
pavo?
part.
¿Qué es eso de allá abajo?
Got it? Oh, very nice. No. Faster.
Y la complejidad está en que están unidos con ese cordón. Entonces no se pueden alejar mucho. Si a uno lo matan, yo creo que
I'll
se acabó.
go up and distract the grouse. I'll sneak up here. Okay, your turn.
Yeah, look at me.
Ah, no, sí creo que sí se pueden separar.
Now I'll go.
No sé si se pueden separar o no, creo que no. ¿Quién sabe?
I'll pull you up. There you go.
Y lo ayuda a subir. Está padre, está padre.
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah, finally.
Or can we?
Ese pollo va a ser para Navidad, o ese pavo.
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2.
Está bonito, está bonito. Está bonito.
Yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and
Se ve que está
everybody has
hecho con
worked so
cariño,
hard.
se ven
So
de esos juegos bonitos.
there's a bunch
Vale
of us from
la pena.
Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
¿Ya ven? Está hecho con amor, está hecho con amor. Sí, se ve luego, cuando se le mete cariño a algo. Luego se ve. Bueno. Un juego de segundas oportunidades, un juego de optimismo, de reencuentro. Suena bien, suena bien.
The sea waves are my evening gold, and the sun on my head is my home. I made this kingdom on my own, and all the mountains are my
Está padre.
Your kingdom come. Your kingdom come. My kingdom come. My kingdom come. My kingdom
Unravel 2. Muy bien, bravo, está bonito, está bonito.
Thank
Bravo.
you, Martin.
Algo que vale
and
la
the
pena.
brilliant
Bien.
team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's
Ahora
even
vengo,
more
maníacos.
amazing is that
Voy
we
al
will
baño.
make Unravel 2 available
Por
to
tomar mucha
everyone
agua. Ahí los
today.
dejo.
Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out. So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new. And you all loved it.
Algo refrescante y
We
nuevo.
saw over 2 million
Quiero
players
verlo.
in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams.
A Way Out,
Which leads
otra
us
vez.
to our next EA
¿O cómo?
Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called GaboMania Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from GaboMania Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude? A ver, un juego nuevo.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like, our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
Está muy emocionada de estar con los nervios de punta, imagínense.
We are GaboMania, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper.
El juego trata un poquito como de soledad.
This is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who want to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Oye, se escucha interesante. ¿Es this real? Habla de una mujer que se convirtió en un monstruo porque se sumergió en su soledad o algo así y tiene que encontrar el camino para recuperar su humanidad. Es un camino de soledad.
And tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
Mar de la Soledad, supongo que es lo que significa, para el 2019, y es como la vida misma de la que lo narró ahorita. Ella vivió momentos de soledad muy fuertes. Entonces, puede estar interesante.
We are the one. We can shut you down and we can put you on an island. Crossover. Gather. Gang. And we're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you with the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold your course. Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball, you're on my court. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
My name's Shay Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Madden belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have an incredible matchup. It's a rematch.
Touchdown,
Kev. He throws it high, and Young Kev is going to be your champion.
Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Esos eventos se ponen... El actual campeón, ahí está, del juego de Madden.
Baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot.
Parece que está haciendo un kamehameha.
As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up. Young Kiv, how has it been, your success and your path, to where you're at today?
It's, I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball, I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first, I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow, okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's number one. Number two, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to the tournament. So, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play,
el de PlayStation, para los que están preguntando para lo de PlayStation, es el lunes a las 8 de la noche, hora de México. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever. Well, I'm not going to bore you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So, we're out. Have a good day.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these.
Time bullet. Esos momentos.
To the very top of the mountain.
Esas cámaras lentas.
And failure. All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born. You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see. See that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all, but about all the moments that got you here. So, you were in their position. Would you let the moment define you? Or will you define the moment?
Me acordé de uno en donde pasaban cómo se rompían los huesos y todo.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
We're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live winner-take-all head-to-head match.
Un juego móvil nuevo.
Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination.
Se trata de
unit
destruir
automatically
la
moves
base
there.
del
The most
enemigo.
efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of
De
the
estos
control
creo que hay
points.
demasiados
A
juegos.
bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile.
Juegos de
Takes
estrategia
2
en tiempo
missiles
real.
to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Yes.
His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
Ok, o sea, son personajes muy importantes en juegos móviles y van a probar este juego nuevo, supongo.
Now,
Vamos a
Mike,
ver.
it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the
is.
competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great
Totally.
match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to
into the
kick
match. Here we go.
this off. As the players' bases have been deployed and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first. In a strategy game, that flank position that In Control is going for on the top side, also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino. It's going to rip up those infantry.
Yeah, going for the anti-infantry, and like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yep, Nick and Knight with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
Yeah, he's done a great job of holding that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course,
Sí, yo también coincido en que este tipo de juegos, este tipo de mecánicas, déjenme acerco un poco más, a ver. Ahí está, así estoy más cerquita de ustedes. Creo que sí, este tipo de juegos de mecánicas de estrategia ya está súper quemadísimo, o sea, súper quemado. Y lo que me extraña no es que sigan, obviamente dejan mucho dinero, pero que le den tanta protagonismo aquí en un evento tan importante, en donde este tipo de cosas hacen que pierda la atención la audiencia y muchos, hasta los que lo están viendo en línea, como nosotros, que nos podamos ir y dejar de ver el directo. Entonces, bueno, obviamente siempre dejan lo mejor al final, como el juego de Anthem, que es el que personalmente estoy esperando más. Pero bueno, pues ahí está. Esta Flor acaba de apoyarnos ahí con los horarios, si no me equivoco, con la tabla de los horarios, ¿vale? De todas las conferencias. Entonces, chéquenlo ahí, por favor. Y bueno, vamos a seguir viendo qué onda.
Forces doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
And we can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those as your economy allows you to get these big late game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But in control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick and Knight is trying to get in there, but there's a great...
Sí, coincido con ustedes de que todo iba muy bien hasta este momento, o sea, sobre todo no por el anuncio del juego como tal, no hay problema, pero el que traigan a dos a jugarlo, un juego completo, o sea, una partida completa, no lo sé. Imagínense los que están ahí sentados en la conferencia, así. Bueno, ya ni modo. Es parte del show, maníacos, es parte del show. Es rellenito.
About harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones in control for Nick and Knight, looking to set things back the other way. In control, trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech units from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this little watch out for this missile.
And Nick and Knight's gonna fire that one off and settle for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out.
Pero está reñida la pelea, ¿eh? Al parecer tienen que evitar que el misil enemigo salga.
Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board.
Está más o menos.
If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit.
Wow.
To deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold.
This missile is nearly going to fire.
It can be stolen at any point.
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
He's got it, Max.
There it is.
He's going to take it. Defeating Nick and Knight.
Aleluya. Aleluya. Victoria.
Amazing. What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick and Knight, and In Control.
Venga. Continuamos con lo bueno.
Ladies and gentlemen, what
era
you
momento
just
para ir
saw
al baño
was the
y
worldwide
para ir por la
reveal
botana.
Of Command and Conquer Rivals. Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete, continuous control.
Seguimos con juegos móviles. Yo creo que coincido con lo que dijo ¿quién? Neighbor. No, ya no sé quién lo dijo. De que es momento perfecto para ir al baño, para ir por la botana. Así que si tienen que hacer algo así, háganlo. Ahorita seguimos con juegos de estrategia en tiempo real para dispositivos móviles. No es de que no sean malos, digo, perdón que sean malos, pero pues la verdad es que a la mayoría no les interesa, por lo que estoy viendo. Espero que esté mejor tu mamá, mi querido Thanatos, que su mamá, la mamá del maníaco Thanatos estuvo hospitalizada. Qué bueno que ya está mejor. Me da mucho gusto, amigo. Te mando un gran abrazo.
For a new generation. Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final things. I'm blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams And what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better, and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday thread. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support.
Son causas nobles para donar dinero
and millions of
a organizaciones.
Together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
Anthem! Venga!
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Cualquier parecido a Iron Man es mera coincidencia.
It wants to destroy us all.
El plato fuerte de Electronic Arts, claro. Sí, señor. Se ve que va a estar vertiginoso. ¿Cuándo sale, señores? ¿Cuándo sale? Es lo que queremos saber.
How cool was that trailer?
You guys have seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
Ok, pues el momento que yo estaba esperando.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out today.
¿Cuándo sale?
It's kind of a game to show, right?
¿Cuándo sale?
It's going to be very exciting. So, Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans, so it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game? And we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now, you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So, Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the anthem of creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and yeah, it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the anthem of creation. And so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally, the Storm.
Oh. Yeah, so each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage it, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part.
Lo que estamos viendo es el Ranger.
More specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Okay. I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks.
Ok, está interesante el concepto, ¿no? De que el mundo está cambiando constantemente, cambian las estaciones, cambia el clima, es un mundo hostil y por eso necesitan los trajes para poder sobrevivir, para poder pelear. Tú eres como un contrabandista que acepta misiones.
Gato has a question connected to customization. monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics?
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
Yay.
So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey, we talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that, that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing.
Ya sé por dónde va.
That everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Esta cosa va a ir más o menos como Monster Hunter World, en donde tiene como modo historia, pero es multijugador y puedes ir tú solo a cazar los monstruos, pero te va a costar mucho más trabajo. Es mejor en equipo. Se parece mucho, ¿eh? Se parece mucho el concepto, siento, a Monster Hunter World.
You and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Ok, a disfrutar.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Right. Checking out the scar camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
Eso eso de meterse al agua me encanta, ¿eh? Y las tormentas y todo eso climatológico. Eso se ve genial. Y él es como el tanque, ¿no? El que recibe todo el daño y le libera el paso al Ranger y a todos los demás.
There's a shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful. Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast. It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position.
Hay un ruido que hizo algo que dejó unos huevos ahí, o sea, debe ser un monstruo gigante o algo así.
On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Sí parece Monster Hunter en algunas cosas, ¿eh? Totalmente. Bien, 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 bien. Se ve bien. Se ve bien.
How cool is that? I'm so hyped, you guys.
Me preocupa un poco cómo van a integrar lo de la historia.
That was just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
¿Cuándo fechas?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019. On Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
Por fin.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets.
Por fin.
Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys have that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right.
Give it up for Casey Hudson, everybody.
Bravo, bravo. Por fin dieron la fecha. Bien, 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 bien.
I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it, I get it. So I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Bravo. Bien, 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 bien. Pues ya quedó. Parece que ya. Pues parece que ya está llegando al final, maníacos, o si no es que ya llegó al final. Me llamó la atención el juego eso de los hermanitos estos que... Brave se llama esto, de los que están como de listoncito. Battlefield 5, pues es un referente ya, es un juego muy importante para mucha gente. A mí, no sé, no es mi estilo de juego eso de matar por matar, no sé, bueno, es recrear la guerra. Pero me gustó el tema de que quieren hacerlo como que contando historias. Que vaya, que hay muchas historias que contar de personas que vivieron la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Eso me llama la atención. ¿Qué más? No sé a ustedes cuáles les llamó más la atención. También el de la mujer esta que está totalmente solitaria en el mar. Sea of Solinates, o como se llame. Y por supuesto Anthem. No sé a ustedes cuáles más. No sé cuáles les llamaron la atención, pero pues yo creo que vamos a darlo así por concluido. Yo voy a empezar a leer todos los comentarios que ustedes dejaron. Voy a volver a ver la retransmisión de este directo para pues, ver sus comentarios, sus opiniones, sus inquietudes. Y la idea es que podamos ir viendo justamente qué juegos vamos a tener en las planeaciones maníacas. Y miren, ahí está el Juan Pazurita. Ese cuate. Ok, ese cuate anda en todos lados. En la serie de Luis Miguel, en todos lados anda el Juan Pazurita. Muy bien, maníacos. Pues yo creo que vamos a pasarnos para acá. Ay. Ok. Pues ahí está, maníacos. Pues qué buena onda. La verdad, qué buena onda que voy a poner el chat por aquí para poderlos leer. Gabo, ¿tienes algún canal de Switch? ¿Para qué tienes un canal de Switch si no lo usas? Lo que pasa es que lo creé, la verdad, para apartar el nombre, para que alguien más no lo hubiera creado. Esa es la primera razón auténtica. Y lo segundo es que estoy tratando de consolidar primero el canal de YouTube, es decir, teniendo un horario, cumpliendo con los horarios. Y Twitch yo creo que lo voy a utilizar únicamente para juegos multijugador. Creo que valdría la pena hacerlo para ello, para poder jugar con ustedes cosas como Battlefield, como League of Legends, para todo ese tipo de juegos competitivos y juegos multiplayer. Yo creo que para eso voy a dejar Twitch, y YouTube lo voy a dejar para juegos que cuenten historias, juegos que ofrezcan una narrativa importante, y yo creo que así es como lo vamos a poder dividir de la mejor manera. Vale, gracias por preguntar, gracias a ustedes por haberme acompañado. Y pues nada, saluditos a Link, a Link Zero, a Menok, a Luis Martín, Vanessa, Neighbor. Muchísimas gracias a Itzen, que me estuviste apoyando ahí traduciéndoles. Muchas gracias. Y pues yo creo que vamos a darlo por terminado, mis queridos amigos. Y por supuesto recuerden que nos vamos a ver al ratito en el Jugando con Maníacos, así que prepárense, nos vemos en el Discord. Y pues nada, nos vemos en el siguiente video de GaboMania, el canal de tu pasión y diversión. ¡Vámonos!